Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see Viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
One of my snakes that has somewhat decided that he's not good at snaking anymore. This is a wild-caught leucogaster. Relax, dude. We've been working at this since he arrived in April of 2017. Now the female is in here, and the female ate a live one. Boy, dude, you're really trying it. Now, hands, don't pay attention to my hands.
Of course, the female is now poking her snoot out. She'll be happy to grab it if he doesn't eat it.
What is your issue? It must be us as a keeper. We're creating these inept snakes. Easy, easy.
Yeah. Watch it.
You know, he definitely wants it because he's a rather shy fellow. And it's not like I try to starve him. It's just that I go through this every time I try to feed him, and or the girl takes it from him. You got it? He's really actually a fairly gentle Sawscale for, being a Sawscale, which, are just irascible, foul creatures in general, especially the wild-caught ones. My captive-born ones are generally unflappable and will not Sawscale, but the wild-caught ones certainly can put up quite a fuss. Come on, dude, you can figure this out. I believe in you. You already ate, so you stay in there and don't be a pain in the ass. Now these guys, since they eat live, only get fed every other week. Dumbass here didn't kill the mouse, I did. Which I probably believe is more humane than their after they get bit. He definitely has an overbite. Dude!
What the heck?
If I can help position this a little bit better. There, that's a little bit better. These aren't normal snakes where I can just toss something in and just move to the next one, Some snakes, you can just hand it to them and they'll happily take it and eat it. Other snakes, need attention in order to get the job done.
They're a little bit special.
Yeah, I mean, Thud, you hand it to him, you come back in a little while and he's sort of forgotten what he was supposed to be doing, and you'll find the mouse on the bottom of the cage. This guy doesn't really want to bite and kill the mouse, and usually he's not quick enough with the female in there. So usually I euthanize the mouse and hand it to him just like I did, and this way he can be assisted and you get the job done as long as the female doesn't interfere. But it looks like he might have this actually licked. You know, I'm sort of scrounging around with, some of the, normally you guys don't see live feeders feed. Well, this one, like I said, I euthanize the animal ahead of time, so we don't show actual live feeding, but this is a fresh pre-killed mouse. So it's nice to have a bit of video of this guy. He's a nice guy. The female is fairly foul. She's the one that got out in the room and I had to pull out of the baseboard heater grating, and she was very unhappy for the longest time and didn't feed for me, so I put her in with this boy, and they've been cohabitating, I think, peacefully. I don't think there's been too much trouble going on in paradise here, but no one's attempted to breed or anything like that, which I'm just as happy with, because feeding baby Sawscales is a bit of a pain also. But Sawscales are gregarious. They like to be kept in small groups. I want the animal to be happy and have some companionship if I can all do that, but they also have to play nice and not bite one another, although they're resistant to each other's venom. Unfortunately, Lori and I have seen puff adders kill each other that were cohabitating, and it's nothing you can do, and it's quite gruesome and nasty to watch. So, at any rate, it looks like he's got this figured out. Since he doesn't get to eat very often, I might give him the second one that I've got left over. We'll let him go, and we'll see if we'll stop filming now, and we'll see if he gets the second one and has learned from this experience. Hi, dude. It was fun. Well, since he's had his he has his mouth full, he sort of stopped swallowing the other mouse, and when I've approached him with the pre-killed mouse, he's backed off and started sawscaling. Easy. Ooh!
Wow.
I'm certainly glad that wasn't my finger. I think he's figured out that, okay, I'm going after this one one way or the other. Even though I thought I had permanently killed the mouse, apparently it wasn't quite dead, so if you'll excuse me, sorry, I don't normally show this, but I thought the mouse was properly neutralized. But the important part is that he grabbed it and not my finger. Although they keep their strikes fairly short. They're not like some snakes that'll launch their entire body length at you. Usually it's no more than the first half to 2/3 of their, well, 1/3 to half their body length. If you're in that range, they got you. Outside of that, you're probably will be lucky enough to be missed. Oh, well, looks like he's attempting to work this one down in the proper manner. I don't know why I got all cranky all of a sudden. I think once he realized that I was offering him something else to eat, he was like, oh, okay, if this is what you're doing, that's fine. Here, I'll take it off your hands. But, you know, you saw earlier in the video that he actually came forward and was very interested in taking the mouse off the tongs, actually quite nicely and gently, even though he didn't quite get it aligned properly.
He looks like he's doing fine.
Yeah. I want him to get it most of the way down, so what I'll do is I'll try to line things up a little bit better for him, because I don't want to leave the scene until he's got it most of the way down. This way the female is not going to be able to intercede. Now, believe it or not, I've had the other snake in the cage, not this cage in particular, but one started eating, then the other one started eating from the other end, and that's a problem in the middle for me.
Is that the one that you had to cut in half finally?
Well, that was actually with Kermit and the other green mamba in the cage. Yeah, I had one had the head and the other one had the body, so I cut the neck. But, you know, you basically have to take the one that's got the rear end, and you have to try to dissuade it as gently as you can from letting go, and sometimes that doesn't work, and it's a real problem because you don't want to disturb the one that's eating it, that you wanted that snake to have the morsel, so it spits it out and then nobody eats. It's really tricky. Well, it looks like he's got this under control, and the female is under the hut. Tomorrow we'll clean the it seems like I clean this and it just gets piles and piles of poo in it. Okay, so that's the leucogasters, white-bellied sawscales from North Africa. Hello. Fruitcake. Alright, notice the prey is not moving. Oh, a tail slap! And she still can't get it right.
God, we really have special snakes.
Go ahead, bite the water dish. See if I care. Are you expecting a chase? Is that what the deal is? Oh, you got it on the move. She just can't hit not moving targets. It has to be moving for her to be able to hit the target. Alright, well, I've also seen that she can't hit a moving target either. So we'll just let her enjoy her food.